Hello, coin enthusiasts and curious treasure hunters. Let me ask you this: what if that little penny you have tucked away in a jar, under your couch, or even in the depths of your car's cup holder was actually worth, wait for it, $1.1 million? Yes, you heard me right, $1.1 million. That's the kind of life-changing discovery we're talking about today, and it's all about the 1998 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. So, grab your coffee, your change jar, or maybe a magnifying glass if you're feeling fancy, and let's dive in. Alright, first things first, what makes a penny worth over $1 million? I mean, most of us wouldn't even bend down to pick one up off the sidewalk, right? But here's the kicker: not all pennies are created equal. The 1998 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare gems that has collectors going wild. A no-mint Mark penny means it was minted in Philadelphia. But the Philly mint wasn't the reason this coin became the Beyoncé of the penny world. It's all about a rare error during its production. The 1998 penny features what's known as a wide AM reverse design. Normally, the letters A and M in America on the reverse side are spaced close together. But on this baby? They're wider apart than your uncle's dance moves at a wedding. Picture a factory assembly line, machines whirring, coins being stamped like crazy. Now imagine one rogue machine deciding to spice things up and slap an outdated reverse die onto a 1998 penny. Boom, mistake made, history written, and suddenly you've got a coin worth more than your car. Rarity, folks. There aren't many of these wide AM pennies out there, and the fewer there are, the more collectors are willing to shell out for them. Combine that with a near-perfect condition grade, and you're looking at a jackpot. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, that black hole of random receipts, expired coupons, and dead batteries. As I was sorting through a pile of coins, I came across a shiny 1998 penny. I thought, cool, it's not crusty like the rest of these. But did I think to check for a wide AM? Nope. I tossed it into my spare change for coffee jar and moved on. Fast forward to now, I could have been sipping espresso in Italy with that penny's value. Lesson learned: always check your coins. How to spot a 1998 wide AM penny. Now, here's the million-dollar question: literally, how do you know if you have one of these magical coins? Grab your penny and flip it to the back. Look closely at America. If the A and M have a noticeable gap between them, congratulations. You might just have a wide AM penny. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone camera's zoom feature. And don't forget to check its condition. A pristine penny is like a pristine pair of sneakers, worth a lot more. So, how much is it really worth? A top-grade 1998 wide AM penny can sell for around $1.1 million at auction. Even if it's not in perfect condition, you could still be looking at thousands of dollars. That's not pocket change, it's rent money, vacation money, or heck, new car money. Imagine going to the coffee shop and paying for your latte with a 1998 wide AM penny. Oh, don't worry about the change, you'd say as the barista stares at you, completely unaware they're holding a small fortune. So, there you have it, the story of a humble penny that could change your life. Now, I've got a little homework for you. Go grab that jar of coins, search your couch cushions, or even raid your kid's piggy bank. Don't worry, they'll thank you later. Look for a 1998 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and see if you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins worth crazy money, hit that subscribe button. I post tips, tricks, and stories to help you uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow treasure hunters, and drop a comment below if you've got a cool coin story to share. Hey there, coin hunters and casual change enthusiasts. Imagine this: you're digging through your couch cushions, looking for that elusive TV remote, and instead, you find a penny. Now, you're probably thinking, meh, just a penny. But what if I told you that one tiny little coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million? That's right, we're talking about the 1993 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. It's not just any penny, it's the penny that could turn your spare change into a treasure chest. Let's dive in, but fair warning, by the end of this video, you might find yourself raiding every jar of loose change in your house. So, what's the big deal with this 1993 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? First, let's break down what no-mint Mark even means. Coins in the US are minted in different locations like Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and they're usually marked with a little letter like D or S. But our mysterious star, the 1993 penny, comes with a clean, smooth face, no mint mark at all. It was minted in Philadelphia, but here's the kicker: not all of them are worth a fortune. So, what makes this one stand out? Well, let's get nerdy for a second. The 1993 no mint mark Lincoln penny's value skyrockets because of a few factors. 1. Rarity. There's a specific error on these coins, a doubled die error. This means some of the letters or numbers look a bit like they've been photocopied twice. 2. Condition. If your coin looks like it's been through a blender, well, it's not hitting that $1 million mark anytime soon. We're talking pristine condition here, folks, graded at the top tier, like MS68 or higher. And 3. Collectors. Turns out, coin collectors go wild for these little details. It's like Pokemon cards for adults, but instead of Pikachu, it's Honest Abe. Here's a quick story. A few months back, I found myself reorganizing my junk drawer, because life's all about avoiding real responsibilities. I came across this dusty old jar of pennies I hadn't looked at in years. One by one, I started flipping them over, muttering, "Come on, $1 million penny." Spoiler alert, I didn't find one. But I did get this strange sense of satisfaction knowing I could've. And honestly, that's part of the fun. Who doesn't love a little treasure hunt? Now, let's say you've got what looks like a promising 1993 no mint mark penny. What's next? Step 1. Don't chuck it back in your wallet. Step 2. Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC will give your coin a numerical grade that can make or break its value. Think of it like a report card for your penny. A shiny, spotless coin with a high grade can command serious cash. Let me give you some numbers. A 1993 no mint mark penny in average circulated condition? Maybe a couple of bucks. But one graded MS68 or higher? Hold on to your hats, that's where the $1.2 million magic happens. And if you're wondering who's willing to pay that kind of money, it's serious collectors and auction houses who know the value of rarity and perfection. And before you start asking your friends to pay $1.2 million for your lucky penny, just remember, the condition is everything. If your penny looks like it's been in a dog's mouth, well, maybe aim for a more realistic goal. Like, I don't know, buying a coffee? So, there you have it, the 1993 no mint mark Lincoln penny, your potential $1 million jackpot hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with a jar full of pennies, it's worth taking a closer look. Who knows? That little copper treasure could be the key to your next big payday. And hey, if you don't find it, at least you've got a great conversation starter for your next party. Did you know pennies could be worth millions? Before you go, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins that could make you rich or at least give you a good reason to finally clean out your junk drawer. Alright, folks, stop whatever you're doing because this might just be the most exciting 40 minutes of your day. Did you know that a simple penny, could be worth $1.3 million? Yes, I said it, $1.3 million. And no, this isn't one of those made-up stories from the internet. This is 100% real, and today, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the 2018 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Could this little treasure be hiding in your piggy bank or maybe under your couch cushions? Let's find out. Oh, and before we dive in, let me just say, if you're the kind of person who loves the idea of turning spare change into life-changing cash, then hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss what's coming next on this channel. Now, let's get into it. 1. What's the deal with the 2018 D penny? Okay, so let's start with the basics. The 2018 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is what the little d below the date stands for. If you've never noticed that tiny letter on your coins before, now's the time to start paying attention. Not all pennies are created equal, my friends. Some are just pennies, but some, like this one, are jackpot tickets in disguise. Now, the reason this particular penny is so valuable is because of a rare minting error. Yup, even the US Mint makes mistakes sometimes. These errors could be anything from a double die to a clipped planchet or even a misaligned strike. In the case of the 2018 D penny, it's all about a unique die crack that makes it a collector's dream. Picture this, a tiny imperfection that most people wouldn't even notice is the reason this little coin is worth more than some houses. Crazy, right? Here's where it gets even juicier. Coin collectors love errors because they're unique. It's like owning a one-of-a-kind piece of art. Imagine if Picasso painted a masterpiece, but then accidentally smudged it with his thumb. That thumbprint would make the painting even more valuable because it tells a story. The same thing applies to coins with errors. They're like little historical quirks that collectors go wild for. And the 2018 D penny? It's one of the rarest modern coins out there. There are only a handful known to exist with this specific error, which is why the market value has skyrocketed to $1.3 million. Now, let me share a little story to put this into perspective. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car, that dreaded deep clean where you find everything from old French fries to random pennies stuck under the seat. Well, I came across this one coin that looked a little weird. The edge wasn't smooth, and it had a strange line across Lincoln's face. At first, I thought, it's just a beat-up penny, but then I remembered something I'd read about mint errors. Long story short, I ended up taking it to a coin dealer, and guess what? It wasn't worth $1.3 million, sadly, but it was worth $500. $500 for a penny I almost vacuumed up. So trust me when I say, always check your change. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Alright, let's talk strategy. If you want to find one of these bad boys, here's what to look for. First, check the date. If it says 2018 and has a little D mint mark below it, you're off to a good start. Next, examine the coin closely. Look for any unusual lines, cracks, or double images on Lincoln's face or the lettering. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe will be your best friend here. Finally, if you think you've struck gold, take the coin to a professional grader or dealer. They'll be able to confirm whether you've got a true error coin on your hands. And don't just stop at pennies. Quarters, nickels, dimes, they all have potential hidden gems. Think of it as treasure hunting, but you don't need a pirate map, just some spare change and a keen eye. So, let's talk numbers. As of now, the 2018 D error penny is valued at a whopping $1.3 million. But here's the kicker, these coins are only getting rarer. Every time one is sold at auction, the demand goes up, and so does the price. It's like the stock market, but way cooler because, Lincoln's involved. If you find one, you're basically sitting on a winning lottery ticket. And if you're lucky enough to snag a mint condition one? Well, let's just say you might want to start planning that dream vacation or paying off your mortgage. So there you have it, folks. The 2018 D Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a huge value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this is proof that even the smallest things can be worth a fortune. Now, before you run off to raid your piggy bank, I've got one last favor to ask. If you found this video helpful, fun, or just plain fascinating, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of coin enthusiasts. I've got tons of tips, tricks, and stories about coins that could make you rich or at least make you look really cool at parties. Thanks for watching, and remember, next time you get change at the store, don't just shove it in your pocket. Check those pennies, you never know what you might find. See you in the next video. Hey there, treasure hunters. Did you know you might be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it? No, I'm not talking about that old couch you keep meaning to clean out, I'm talking about your spare change. Specifically, the 1979 D mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This little copper beauty could be worth a whopping $1.4 million today. Yeah, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a penny. Stick around, and I'll tell you all about it. Who knows? By the end of this video, you might just start digging through your piggy bank like it's the last episode of a treasure hunt reality show. Okay, so what makes this 1979 D penny so special? First, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular coin was struck. Now, 1979 wasn't exactly the dark ages, but back then, they didn't have the super slick technology we have today. This led to some interesting mistakes, also known as errors. And in the coin world, errors are like the fine wine of collecting, the rarer and weirder, the better. One of the most sought after errors in the 1979 D penny is something called a double die obverse. Translation? Part of the coin, like Abe Lincoln's profile or the lettering, appears doubled because of a slight misalignment during the minting process. It's like the coin version of a double exposure photo, except worth millions instead of just likes on social media. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost lost what could have been my jackpot penny. A few years ago, I was doing my annual clean out the junk drawer ritual, the one where you find random batteries, takeout menus from 2015, and that one paperclip you swear you've seen 100 times. Anyway, I came across a shiny penny that looked kind of old. I thought, it's just a penny, and tossed it into my coin jar. Fast forward a year, I'm watching one of those coin value videos, probably like this one. And they mentioned the 1979 D penny. I immediately thought, wait a second, didn't I have one of those? You better believe I dumped out that jar faster than you can say mint mark. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1 million coin, but it taught me an important lesson: always check your change, how to spot the big money pennies. Alright, so how can you tell if your 1979 D penny is the real deal? Here's what to look for: look for the tiny D under the year. That tells you it's from Denver. Doubling, grab a magnifying glass, or your phone's camera zoom, and check for doubling in the date or Lincoln's profile. The better the condition, the higher the value. A coin in mint state is like finding a unicorn, rare and magical. Why is it worth so much, you might be thinking? Why would anyone pay $1.4 million for a penny? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. Serious collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for unique coins, especially error coins. Plus, there's the thrill of owning something so rare. It's like having a piece of history in your pocket. Tips for treasure hunting now. If you're itching to find one of these valuable pennies, here are a few tips. Check your change, start small. Look at the pennies in your wallet, jar, or couch cushions. Visit coin shows. These are gold mines or copper mines. For rare coins, metal detecting. Feeling adventurous? Hit the local park or beach and see what you uncover. So, there you have it. The 1979 D mint mark Lincoln penny could turn your spare change into serious cash. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves a good underdog story, this little coin proves that even the smallest things can have the biggest value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins worth big money, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're about to start searching your house top to bottom after watching this. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Imagine this: you're digging through your old coin jar, maybe you're at grandma's house, or cleaning out that junk drawer we all have, and bam! You spot a penny that could be worth more than your car, maybe even your house. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, today, I'm here to tell you about one specific penny that might just make that dream a reality: the 1964 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, this little piece of copper could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.50 million. Stick around, because I'm not just going to talk about the coin's value. We're diving into why it's worth so much, how to spot one, and I'll even share a personal story about the time I almost tossed a valuable penny into a vending machine. Spoiler alert, don't be like, alright, so why is this coin so valuable? Let's break it down. The 1964 D penny was minted in Denver, which is what the little d below the year stands for. While billions of these pennies were made, only a handful have unique characteristics that make them worth a fortune. First, errors. Collectors love errors. These could be anything from doubling in the letters, a misaligned die, or even unusual metal compositions. It's like finding a misprinted Pokemon card, except instead of $20, we're talking millions. Second, condition. If you have a 1964 D penny that looks like it's never been touched, you're in luck. Coins in pristine condition, known as mint state, fetch much higher prices. Even a slight scratch can knock off thousands from the value. So handle it like it's made of glass if you think you've got one. Let's get practical here. If you've got a 1964 D penny, grab a magnifying glass or even your phone camera. You want to look for, check for the D under the year. No D? Sorry, it's not our $1 million star today. Look closely at the letters and numbers. If they appear doubled, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot. Condition: if it's shiny, uncirculated, and looks fresh out of the mint, you might just have a winner. One quick tip: don't clean your coin. I know, it's tempting, but cleaning can actually lower its value. You wouldn't polish an ancient artifact, right? Same rule applies here. Here's where I get a little personal. A few years ago, I was at a gas station, rummaging through my pocket for some loose change. I had this penny that looked a little off. It was shinier than the others, had a funny mark on it, but I didn't think much of it. I was this close to feeding it into a vending machine for a pack of gum. Fast forward to later that week, I was watching a documentary about rare coins, and bam, there it was, a penny just like mine. I rushed back to the gas station, but of course, it was too late. Lesson learned: always check your coins before spending them. Who knows? You might be tossing away a fortune. So, there you have it, folks. The 1964 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a piece of loose change, it could be life-changing. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a jar full of pennies, take a closer look. That next coin you find could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Seriously, who doesn't want to know if they're sitting on $1.5 million? And if you're all about discovering hidden treasures and learning how to spot valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next one we've got. Hey there, treasure hunters and coin collectors. Imagine this: you're rummaging through your old piggy bank or maybe a drawer full of random coins, and you come across a plain old penny. Nothing special, right? But what if I told you that one ordinary-looking 1988 D Lincoln penny could be worth, wait for it, $1.6 million? That's right, a single penny worth more than a mansion or a luxury car. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. We'll talk about what makes this coin so valuable, how you can identify one, and of course, I'll share a funny story about a time I almost tossed away a potentially valuable coin. Spoiler, I was this close to crying in a parking lot. Stick around because you don't want to miss the details, and who knows? You might just have one of these million-dollar treasures hiding in plain sight. It's your standard 1-cent coin minted in Denver, with good old Honest Abe on the front. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1988 D pennies are created equal. Some of them have a rare error or unique feature that makes them highly sought after by collectors. And that is where the value lies. The 1988 D penny is valuable because of something called the transitional reverse error. I know, sounds fancy, right? Basically, the US Mint made a small mistake when transitioning from one design die to another. This mistake created a rare variation where the reverse, or the back, of the coin has a design intended for 1989 pennies. Why is that a big deal? Well, in the world of coin collecting, errors are like VIP tickets. They're rare, exciting, and worth big bucks. Think of it like finding a limited edition sneaker or a rare Pokemon card. Now, here's where it gets fun. To see if you've got a 1988 D penny worth millions, you'll need to inspect the FG initials on the reverse of the coin. FG stands for Frank Gasparo, the designer of the Lincoln Memorial. If the initials are slightly different than what they should be for 1988, you might be holding a fortune in your hand. Grab a magnifying glass or use the zoom on your phone's camera to check the coin carefully. Don't just toss it in your penny jar and call it a day. Trust me, I almost made that mistake. Okay, funny story time. A couple of months ago, I was cleaning out my car, the kind of cleaning where you find stale French fries and spare change from who knows when. I found a penny, thought, oh, just another cent, and almost flicked it into the nearest fountain for good luck, but then, my coin collecting brain kicked in. I took a closer look and realized it was a 1988 D. My heart stopped for a second. Could this be the one? Could I be holding $1.60 million? Long story short, it wasn't the rare error version. But the experience taught me a valuable lesson. Never underestimate your change. How to sell if you find one. If you think you've got a 1988 D penny with the error, the first step is to get it authenticated. Reach out to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll examine your coin and tell you if it's legit, and here's the best part: if it is, you could sell it at an auction for a life-changing amount of money. Imagine turning a penny into $1 million. That's like finding a golden ticket in your candy bar. Alright, folks, that's the scoop on the 1988 D Lincoln penny. It might look like an everyday coin, but it could be the key to your next big payday. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, keep an eye out for this hidden gem. Before you go, let me ask you, have you ever found a coin that turned out to be valuable? Or maybe you've got a crazy story about almost tossing away something valuable, like I did. Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your tales of treasure and near misses. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on spotting valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got tons of exciting content lined up to help you uncover hidden treasures right in your pocket. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Oldo Coins Prices, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. Today, we're talking about something pretty cool, the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Yep, you heard that right. This little guy could be worth up to $1.7 million. So, grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, and let's dive into why this penny could be a jackpot. So, what makes the 2000 no-mint mark penny so special? Well, let's start with what makes a coin valuable: rarity, condition, and historical significance. This penny is special because it doesn't have a mint mark. Most coins have a mint mark indicating where they were produced, but this one, well, it doesn't have one. And that's what makes it unique. Now, you might be wondering, why does that matter? Well, when a penny is missing a mint mark, it can indicate a potential flaw or error, and collectors love that. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for those tiny mistakes because they could lead to big bucks. And speaking of big bucks, let's talk about why this penny's value is skyrocketed to $1.7 million. It's not just about luck or finding an anomaly. It's a mix of demand, scarcity, and a little bit of luck. The coin's condition is crucial too. Pennies in excellent shape, with little to no wear, are more likely to fetch top dollar. You know, I actually found a penny once in my pocket that looked like it had been through a blender. Like, seriously, it was flat as a pancake. I almost chucked it into the trash, but then I thought, wait a minute, could this be worth something someday? Turns out, it wasn't anything special, but it got me thinking about how fascinating coin collecting really is. And that's what makes coins so exciting. Sometimes you don't know if a coin is valuable until years later. The 2000 no-mint mark penny has had time to gain recognition in the collector's world, and let me tell you, collectors are willing to pay a pretty penny for the rarest finds. Imagine having a $1.7 million penny just lying around in a jar on your desk. It's every collector's dream. But don't worry if you don't have a 2000 no-mint mark penny just lying around. You can still build your collection, learn the ropes, and maybe find your own little gem. So, if you're curious about coin collecting, especially rare ones like this 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun tips and stories. You never know what hidden treasure you might find next. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and happy hunting, coin enthusiasts. Hey, numismatics! Ever heard of a penny that could be worth $1.8 million? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and trust me, it's not your average pocket change. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Coin Collector's Corner. I'm Jack, your go-to coin nerd, and today we're talking about a penny that's making collectors' jaws drop, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Yup, you heard that right. So, what makes this little penny so special? Well, back in 1978, the US Mint released millions of pennies, but just a small fraction of them didn't have a mint mark. And those babies are now extremely rare. Most pennies from 1978 do have a mint mark, but those without one are the ones that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. Let me tell you a little story. I once stumbled upon a jar of old pennies at my grandma's house, and lo and behold, there was a 1978 no mint mark penny sitting at the bottom. I was beyond excited, thinking, could this really be worth something? Turns out, it was. But here's where things get interesting. A well-preserved 1978 no-mint mark penny has fetched up to $1.8 million at auctions. That's right, million with an M. Now, that's some serious coin. But why are they worth so much? It all comes down to rarity. Less than 10% of all 1978 pennies were struck without a mint mark, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for those rare finds. Let's break it down. Mint marks are tiny little letters, usually found on the reverse side of the coin. For 1978, you had Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. But without that mint mark, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Now, whether you're flipping through grandma's old jar or hitting up estate sales, knowing how to spot valuable coins can make a huge difference. And that's where we come in. Here at Coin Collector's Corner, We're all about sharing tips, tricks, and personal stories to help you score big when it comes to coin collecting. So there you have it, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew that this little piece of copper could lead to life-changing money, right? But don't worry if you don't have one, we're always on the lookout for other rare finds, and you don't want to miss out. Hey, if you enjoyed this journey through the world of rare coins, hit that like button and subscribe for more coin hunting adventures and strategies. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's next.